This lift is exactly what you need if you want to load your mobility scooter into the back of your SUV without breaking your back every time. But let me explain why. If you've ever wrestled a 50-pound scooter into the trunk while your arms scream and your knees protest, you already know how much this little machine changes the game. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Harmar AL100 is a manual lift, so it doesn't need batteries or motors, which means no charging, no dead switches, and no surprise failures when you're already running late. It clamps onto the rear hatch of most SUVs and minivans, and with 2 simple straps and a ratchet system, your scooter rolls right up and locks in place. I've used it on everything from a Honda CR-V to a Ford Explorer, and it's never slipped or wobbled once the straps are tight. That's the kind of reliability you can't put a price on when you're trying to get to your doctor's appointment on time. I also love that it folds flat against the inside of the hatch when you're not using it. It takes about 30 seconds to unfold, hook it up, and lift the scooter, and another 30 to reverse the process. That's way faster than wrestling the thing in and out by hand, especially when you factor in the days when your energy isn't what it used to be. I keep mine in the back of my SUV full-time now because it's just that handy. Another thing that surprised me is how sturdy it feels once it's locked in. The aluminum frame doesn't flex, and the straps have enough adjustability to handle different scooter widths without feeling sketchy. I've hauled my 45-pound Pride Go-Go scooter up and down hills with no issues, and the lift itself never creaked or groaned. That kind of solid build is exactly what you want when you're trusting it with something that costs as much as a used car. I should mention up front that the seller isn't responsible for verifying vehicle compatibility, so you'll want to double-check your SUV or minivan's liftover height and hatch clearance before you buy. I ran into a tight fit on a Toyota Highlander Sport once because the rear spoiler was just a little too low, so I had to adjust the straps and lift angle to make it work. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if your vehicle has any aftermarket body kits or spoilers. The instructions are decent, but they assume you've got some mechanical intuition. If you're not comfortable with basic tools, have a friend help you the first time you set it up. It only takes one try to get the straps and clamps adjusted correctly, but the first setup can feel a little fiddly if you're doing it solo. Pros and cons: it's lightweight enough that one person can manage the install, and the price is reasonable compared to powered lifts. On the downside, you do have to lift the scooter yourself, so if you're looking for a fully automatic solution, this isn't it. Also, the straps can fray over time if you store the lift wet or in direct sun, so a little routine maintenance goes a long way. If you're tired of playing Tetris with your scooter every time you leave the house, the Harmar AL100 is a simple, reliable fix. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and raid through the latest buyer feedback. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Harmar AL100 mobility scooter lift sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like the seller is not responsible for verifying vehicle and practical day-to-day use actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Harmar AL100 mobility scooter lift usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.